Is this finally the turning point for our offense? I have been sitting here thinking about this team, and honestly, the uncertainty surrounding the New Orleans Saints feels like a high-stakes chess match. Something just happened at minicamp that could have a real impact on this entire franchise, and while the reports seem calm on the surface, the ripple effects might be massive for Kellen Moore. It is rare to see this level of careful choreography for a star player, and the more details emerge, the harder it is to ignore what is unfolding behind the scenes. Smash that like button, subscribe, and drop your name and city in the comments below. Let's break it down. Alvin Kamara is officially back on the field for mandatory minicamp, signaling a major boost for the New Orleans Saints as we gear up for the upcoming season. Since being drafted in 2017, Kamara has been the heartbeat of our offense, consistently providing the explosive versatility that makes him one of the most beloved figures in franchise history. As he enters this new era under head coach Kellen Moore, the importance of his presence cannot be overstated. During the latest press conference, Coach Moore confirmed that while Kamara is present, he will be on a limited acclimation-based workload because he missed the initial offseason program. Moore clarified that this is an evaluation period rather than a sign of any lingering trouble, noting that the veteran will focus on individual drills and specific mental reps to sharpen his understanding of the new system. For us, this news brings a massive sense of relief and optimism. We have seen our team evolve over many years, and seeing our star playmaker walking back into the building reminds us that we are finally positioning ourselves to compete at a high level once again. It is a measured approach, and frankly, it is exactly the kind of smart veteran management we have been hoping for as we transition into the summer months. The bottom line here is that our offense needs its primary weapon healthy and engaged, and having him physically present in the facility is the first step toward building the chemistry necessary for a successful campaign. While we all want to see him at full speed, understanding that this is a strategic buildup makes the wait for training camp much easier to bear. With the home stadium sold out for the 21st consecutive year, the energy in our community remains as strong and supportive as it has ever been. The truth is, this situation stems from the careful navigation of Alvin Kamara's high-stakes tenure here in New Orleans. As we enter the 2026 season, Kamara carries a massive cap hit while having navigated numerous injuries that have sidelined him for stretches since his standout rookie campaign. The front office knows that he is in the final phases of his prime, so protecting his legs during these June workouts is a calculated move designed to keep him explosive for the games that actually impact our playoff standing. We have seen this dance before with veteran stars where the team opts for caution, and frankly, that patience historically pays off by preventing unnecessary soft tissue strains before the intensity of training camp ramps up. Behind closed doors, our coaches are likely balancing a desperate need for Kamara to master Kellen Moore's complex new offensive scheme against the reality that a veteran with his specific mileage does not need a heavy rep count to stay sharp. They are playing the long game, prioritizing his presence in meeting rooms to ensure his leadership remains a constant while his physical workload stays on a strict conservative schedule. It is a professional approach, one that values long-term availability over the vanity of practicing in the sweltering Louisiana summer heat. By limiting his on-field exposure now, the staff ensures he enters July with fresh legs and a clear head, perfectly positioned to anchor this offense when the stakes finally rise. We are seeing a mature organization treat its most valuable asset with the respect he has earned, choosing to sacrifice a few meaningless repetitions now to ensure he is fully ready to carry the load when the real games begin this fall. That level of foresight is exactly what we need to get back into contention. The truth is, having Alvin Kamara back in the building is not just about a veteran showing up for work, it is the heartbeat of our offensive identity finding its rhythm before the real heat of summer sets in. This presence matters right now because it ensures our foundational chemistry with head coach Kellen Moore remains intact while we prepare for a grueling slate of games. From a roster perspective, this removes any looming cloud of uncertainty, allowing the depth chart to settle as younger backs compete for backup roles without the pressure of filling a legend's shoes during minicamp. This shift does not necessarily change our salary cap figures, but it maximizes the value of every dollar invested in his veteran leadership. Looking ahead, this stability is vital for our upcoming matchups against stout defenses, where Kamara's familiarity with Moore's scheme will be the difference between a stalled drive and a game-winning march. By integrating him now, even in limited controlled bursts, we are building a tactical edge against our division rivals in Atlanta and Tampa Bay. We need our most versatile weapon fully synchronized to sharpen our playoff aspirations in a crowded NFC landscape. With the season ticket sellout streak hitting 21 years, the energy in the Superdome relies on us fielding a polished, cohesive unit from kickoff in September. Having him present during this acclimation phase means we are not playing catch-up when the games actually start counting toward our postseason goals. It is a measured, intelligent approach that protects our most important asset while keeping our competitive fire burning bright. Everything about this development confirms that we are serious about maximizing our window of opportunity, ensuring our offense is ready to execute with precision when the pressure mounts and the stadium lights go dark. The upside of this measured approach is crystal clear for us as New Orleans Saints fans because it safeguards our most dynamic weapon against unnecessary wear and tear. By keeping Alvin Kamara on a limited snap count during June, Kellen Moore ensures his starback arrives at training camp fully healthy and mentally sharp. The risk, however, is that any time lost in a brand new offensive scheme can lead to lingering timing issues once the regular season heat arrives. If the rhythm between the quarterback and his primary check-down option isn't perfectly synchronized, the offense could struggle to find its identity early in the year. Around the league, scouts and analysts are praising this discipline management, noting that veterans with Kamara's heavy usage history rarely benefit from grueling summer workloads. Teams across the NFL, including the division rivals like the Atlanta Falcons under Kevin Stefanski, are watching closely to see if this careful handling of star players yields a late-season competitive advantage. And I will be real with you, I think this is a sign of a more mature coaching staff that values long-term strategy over short-term optics. My honest take here is that we should welcome this caution with open arms. While we all want to see our starters firing on all cylinders immediately, the true test of this team's championship aspirations will be whether we have our best players healthy and explosive when the games actually count in December. If Kellen Moore can successfully integrate a veteran legend like Kamara without stressing his body in the humidity of a Louisiana summer, it shows a level of coaching sophistication we have lacked for some time. We are essentially trading a few extra reps today for a much deeper and more reliable postseason run once the winter months finally arrive. The bottom line here is that seeing Alvin Kamara back on the field serves as a promising foundation for the Kellen Moore era. This transition signifies that our franchise is prioritizing stability and calculated development over chaotic change, which is exactly the path needed to build a perennial contender over the next few seasons. As New Orleans Saints fans, we should feel a sense of measured confidence because this cautious, smart approach to our veteran stars demonstrates a level of maturity in the coaching staff that we have lacked in recent years. By managing his workload now, the team is ensuring he is healthy and fully integrated for the high-stakes battles that define a playoff push in December. It is a relief to know that our leadership is looking at the long-term health of our key playmakers rather than chasing headlines in June. This entire situation reflects a professional, unified direction for the organization that should provide every one of us with real optimism for the upcoming campaign. The core of our offense remains intact, and the chemistry being built behind the scenes during these sessions will pay dividends once the lights turn on for real in September. It is comforting to see the team move with such clear intention, proving that the front office has a specific, reachable goal for this squad. With the roster finally rounding into form, I want to hear from you. Do you believe this patient approach to veteran workload management is the missing piece to taking our offense to the next level this year? If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Who Dat? I'll see you in the next one.